My first year as a beekeeper, Season 1. Today is the 10th of September and it's episode 17 in the series. This is actually our 20th inspection since getting the bees. For those of you that have been watching along, you may have seen a bit of a bump in our inspection count. We've hit the point in the season when our inspections are very short and there really isn't that much to show you each week, so we're skipping some of them. For those of you who want to watch every inspection, I have uploaded the unedited versions of these inspections. Check the link in the description to go to our website, which has a convenient mapping between each episode and inspection in the series. Anywho, let's get cracking. As you can see, we've finally moved our hive to its new home. Now that it's on the new hive stand, I'm going to lift off the top brood box to make it a bit easier to do our inspection. I'm going to be honest with you, at this point in the year they're very unlikely to swarm. The only real reason to look through the hive is to move the varroa strips around to make sure that it's always over the brood. We can very easily cut our inspections down to every 2 to 4 weeks. Inspections at this point in the year are purely for our own curiosity and should probably be avoided. This is because every time we go through the hive, there is always some risk of injuring the queen. If this happens, our hive would be unlikely to survive winter. As we go through the hive, we can see there's quite a lot of brood. Did you know that summer honeybees and winter honeybees are actually quite different? Honeybees born in the summer and those that are born in the winter differ in several ways. Summer bees are larger, more active and have shorter lifespans of around 6 weeks. They play a crucial role in collecting nectar and pollen to feed the colony and produce beeswax to build the comb. In contrast, winter bees are smaller but have a longer lifespan of several months. They have adaptations that enable them to survive the cold winter months, such as a thicker layer of fat and different protein profiles that allow them to produce antifreeze. Winter bees also behave differently from summer bees. They cluster tightly together in the hive to conserve warmth and slow down their metabolism to conserve energy. They also consume stored honey to produce heat and generate movement within the cluster. Winter bees have a crucial role in maintaining the hive's survival through the winter and preparing for the next season's brood. In summary, the differences between summer and winter bees reflect their specific roles and adaptations within the honeybee colony's life cycle. I don't actually show you what the varroa strips look like in the inspection, but I've borrowed a clip from our inspection 19 to show you what it actually looks like on the brood frames. As we look over these final frames, you'll notice that they're really filling them up. There is so much ivy around that the bees are bringing in so much nectar and pollen. It's such a shame that I'm doing this varroa treatment, because I'd love to be able to do a honey extraction and get some ivy honey to add to my collection. Sadly, because the varroa treatment is on, any honey runs the risk of being contaminated. Maybe next year I'll be able to get some to try. At least this means they'll have plenty of honey to get them through winter. Right, that's it for this inspection. We're quite close to the end of the series now, probably only a couple of episodes left. If you have any questions or if there's anything you'd like to see in a future video for 2023, please let me know in the comments. Thank you for sticking with me so far into the season and I'll see you in the next episode.